Hi, and welcome again to another episode of The Consistency Queen. My name is Elsa Morgan. This is part 5 of the 6-figure series. I'm so excited to be sharing all of this with you because I've been receiving so many comments, so many DMs from women in business who are telling me that they're getting so much value out of this series. Recognize that there is so much information that needs to get out there that I'm actually going to be increasing the number of episodes that I'm doing in this series than I originally planned. So stay tuned for more of that. Now, last episode, we spoke about vision and how important it is. Today, we're going to tie that in with mission. Why is it that you're doing this in terms of who it is that you're serving? So vision is around, what it is that you want to achieve and the business that you want to achieve and all the things personally that you want to experience as well as the business that you want to create. But who will you be serving as part of that? In terms of your bigger mission, who is it that you serve? And this is so important because once you understand your mission, your bigger mission in life, like why you're here, everything is just so clear. A lot of people don't get to understand who they're serving, like what their mission is because they don't improve their relationship with themselves. I have found from my own personal experience, when I became a lot more clear on who I was, what I stood for, why I thought the way that I thought, why I, responded or reacted the way that I did, like why I felt the feelings that I felt. And I really started to dissect everything that made me me. I suddenly started understanding what it is that I wanted to do with my life and who it is that I wanted to serve in this lifetime. Up until that point, I would fall victim to things that were popular, things that were trending, things that would get me some quick money but no real satisfaction. And it's because I really didn't do a deep dive on who I was and what I stood for. So understanding who you serve is so crucial and critical to the success of your business. But as part of that process, you really need to sit down and have a conversation with yourself, so to speak, about who are you? Who are you and what do you stand for, and what's been your background, what's been your journey up until this point. And if you were to go and help people naturally with everything that you know and everything that you've experienced, what would you choose to do and how would you help these people? And that will start give you an idea of what it is that you want to do in this lifetime. For me, I've had tremendous experience and sales experience in the corporate sector. I've generated over hundreds of millions of dollars in terms of sales contracts over a 20-year period, and now started building businesses online from 2015 and have generated millions online, and now I teach women how to do that as well. So for me, that would be the things that I would naturally lean on, is to help pull the potential out of women so they can go and pursue the careers that they want, so they go and build the businesses they want, particularly those high-achieving women that want to experience six-figure businesses, because I know how to do that from scratch. I understand how that works. I understand all the pieces that you put together to achieve six-figure plus businesses. So in order for me to feel fulfilled and feel like I am doing stuff that I really want to do, I sat down and I thought, you know what? In order for me to do this, what really makes me happy is sharing the information of all the things that I've experienced as I build my businesses, is sharing the things that work for me, sharing the things that didn't work for me, sharing the things that are going to work for people in general, and putting it into systems so then they can then pick that up and replicate themselves. And so coming off this episode, what I would ask you to do is sit down and really have a think. If I could do what I wanted to do, no matter what, in terms of a business, if money was no object and I could do whatever I wanted to do, what would I do and who would it help? Because this would help you to understand your mission. Coupled with that, I also want you to have a little bit of an audit of who you are. Who are you? What do you think about? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your possibility of achieving success, the probability of achieving success, and also understanding why you think the way you think and, why you feel the way you feel. because when you start doing a deep dive in that, you start opening up a whole lot of work that needs to be done internally by the way of, reprogramming and healing and that. But through that, you start understanding who you are. You really get clear on who you are and, more importantly, what you stand for. Like, what are hard no's in terms of your life? What are non-negotiables? What won't you allow? This is really important. And so your mission will largely be dictated by who you are and what you really want to do. But it's got to come from within, because in order for you to fulfill a mission, it's got to be bigger than you. And until you understand that, you're going to be going around and around and around, dipping into things that might give you some short-term success, but really not long-term fulfillment. And long-term fulfillment is the key here, because you've got to want to do this for an extended period of time. No matter how you feel, no matter how your day's been, no matter what happens, this is something that you are called to do, that you're aligned to do, and you will do no matter what. So coming off this episode, ask yourself, what would I do if money was no object? Who would I help as part of that in terms of a business? And, who am I? What do I stand for? This will help you to understand your mission, and your value systems will come in to play at some point in time. But, those you'll start fleshing that out as part of this process as well. And this is such an exciting time for you. Like, if you're doing this for the first time, or even if you're just revisiting this process, like, this is you creating your life. This is you creating your business. And you should be excited at the fact that you're actually doing this. Over 97% of people don't ever do this kind of work. And so by you actually venturing into this process and doing it, I applaud you. I'm excited for you. Think about, you're in creation stage of something magical and possible for you and for your family. I really want you to think about that. And so as we close off this episode, remember that you are 100% capable. You are totally worthy, and you can achieve the business that you desire. You totally can. And if you like this kind of content, I encourage you to opt into my group, my Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/empower her legacy, where I deliver free trainings every single week. They're masterclasses. I celebrate client wins. I give you tips and tricks to be able to implement into your businesses. I give you away so much information. And so I'm looking forward to the next episode. But for now, thank you so much for being a part of my world and for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you so much. My name is Elsa Morgan, and this is the Consistency Queen.